The assumption here is that your organization has limited resources and time to curate and create all this content, right? So you've got a forest of wood out there and people who need to start a fire, and you have a limited number of resources. How are you going to prioritize that effort and still be sure that you're supporting the necessary engagement to meet your goals? How can you have that limited bandwidth for doing this work, but know that people are trying to engage with this content, and if they don't find what they're looking for, and they have some tolerance for requesting it as long as they can get an answer, right? And so how do you balance that? And that's, again, where this customer service approach comes into play. So you've probably heard me also say, if you've been on this before, that this is not a unique structure for how we handle things. That it is basically the model for how people do help desks, and tech support. That there is a certain amount of knowledge that you document in articles or tips and tricks or whatever for how-to guides in your help desk system. And then if people have a problem and they can find that answer, that's great. If not, they can go and request to get an answer or to get help, and then it gets routed to the right person. That person comes back to them, works with them, they figure out what the problem is, they answer the problem, and then if they're doing it correctly, update that knowledge base with a new article or a new answer, or whatever you call it in that system, and then for the next time through. And so that is an example of a system where I'm trying to do my work, I hit a barrier where there's something I don't know or something that I need. I go to this knowledge base. I have some expectation of finding an answer, but it's not that big a deal if I don't find the answer, because I can submit a request and I have some confidence that I'm going to get a response back. Now, all of us know that if you have a help desk system where nobody ever gets back to them in any timely fashion, that's a problem, right? But people are usually very, very accustomed to that process and don't mind waiting a bit if they know they're going to get a good valid answer, or they have a way to prioritize those requests too. So that's the way that we should be thinking about these processes for data governance, is how with each one of those pieces of content, as you think about it, is it, I need a new definition. I need to have this report specification created for a new report that's being written. I need to take this old report and document what it is. I need to do a policy evaluation on a data set or on this report. I need to add a new data system. I need to the inventory. I need to document the lineage. Whatever it might be, to figure out what's that point of entry for that request, and how does that request get routed, and what's the process of getting back to me, and who does that go to, and how does that work? And you can take that same model that you use for help desk and apply it. So our tool, the Data Cookbook, we really we have a repository for content. We have lots of things that you can automate in content creation, but we've also built in this help desk process, basically the workflow process, so that you can do this. And this is again what we call the just-in-time data governance, and leveraging sort of support and expertise roles from your stewards. So this becomes this content engagement loop, as you've probably seen before, where people are searching, discovery, they can't find what they want, they request, it's going to go out, it's going to create new content, and then maybe that goes off for a new emergent content, like a report request might generate glossary entries, and you're going to build up your content on demand as people need it.